All right. I'm excited to talk with Anthony Tomey of the Tomey Group, who's doing some great things with Darren McCarty and with Mikey Eckstein. And I wanted to have you guys on the show. I saw that you were promoting on Facebook, Anthony, that you guys are doing some pretty great things for the city of Detroit. You're giving away Jimmy John's. Today is May 20th. I think it's the 20th, right? Today is the 20th. You're giving them away on the 21st. So tell everybody a little bit about what you're doing, and then we'll jump into a group conversation a little bit. Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here, and thanks for what you're all doing.
Welcome.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for having me, John, and for Darren and Mikey for joining on. So we had this idea. We wanted to feed the first responders of Detroit. Detroit was hit really hard with COVID, and we feel like, we have a couple stores down there, and we wanted to just really kind of reach out and feed these guys. I teamed up with Mikey and with iHeartRadio, and they promoted the heck out of this thing. And Mikey brought all these celebrities with us, and Darren included, a bunch of Red Wing guys, Justin Luke Denning, Danny DeKaiser, Tommy Hearns, legendary Bob. And then a bunch of Mikey's guys, local hip hop guys as well. And it just kind of blew up on us, John. That's what it really did. We went from a small, hey, let's give this food away, to, hey, everybody can be involved. We're getting some sponsors to come on, giving us some money to donate and feed these first responders. So it's been really great getting the support from everybody.
Yeah. I love what you're talking about. And to me, sometimes most of the, when you do something from the heart and it happens organically and it just touches kind of the souls of everybody, it's no surprise that it kind of took off and people wanted to be part of the giving back. And so what is the day going to look like tomorrow? What is, who's getting the sandwiches? What can businesses do to partake in it? As they're watching this today.
Anthony?
Yeah, go ahead. I think Anthony may be a little frozen.
It might be a little frozen. Yeah. So tomorrow, we're getting food to any front line.
Basically, we're going to be there probably like 8.
Technology. Okay. Go, Anthony, are you still there?
All right, Mikey, I got you. Free food. And you know what? The big thing though, John, is I think that a lot of people in the pandemic and have sitting beside it are wondering how they can help. And right. I know for athletes and alumni, and like you mentioned, some of the Red Wing guys, you mentioned Tommy Hearns, this is our city. All of us here. We love this city, whether we play in it or not. We go through these highs and lows of life. Yeah, the sports is that brings us together, but then you realize that we all live in the community, we all stick around the community, we're all about the community, so why wouldn't we want to give back? And Anthony provides Jimmy John's. Holy cow, number 4 is my best or my favorite, and we're giving out there, and it makes people happy. And to be able to intermingle and interact and to do these things, I think that's what's important. And Mikey and I have been friends for a long, long time. He's sort of the connection to everybody else, and that we look to in the sports world, the athlete world, and everything else. And now that I'm 10 years retired and stuff, it's to help out because we all are about Detroit. And Anthony as a business owner, Mikey as the promoter, you as the business coach, me as a former athlete, and everything I got going on here. Love this city. So this is a great way for everybody to say, hey, we can help out, and handing out, being freaky fast sounds freaky fun to me. So there we go.
Yeah. And we just thought it'd be great to have, Darren McCarty or, Justin Abelkader or Tommy Hearns or a hip hop artist that them or their kids may know, deliver the food, help make the food, take pictures, just a great experience that we want to provide for everybody. And, Anthony to be able to have the outlet of actually being a former Detroit tiger himself and rooted his business into the city of Detroit. And for us to be able to give back and have fun with it. It's such a dark down time that, we all come together and have fun with it. And going back to your question is who can get the free food and who the food is going to and who we're aiming for. And that is the frontline workers. So the nurses, the doctors, the hospital staff, the police department, the police precincts, the police officers, the firefighters. So anybody who's been, deeply in this war of the COVID in the city of Detroit, which you had mentioned, and we all know has been hit very hard. That's who is able and eligible to get sandwiches on us. And wear your masks like G-Mac is right now.
I love it.
Yeah, wear your mask.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Look, I got them all. We're all prepared. I got them all here.
I like it. That's important. Wait, so how can other businesses participate as far as maybe make a donation? How can other companies kind of partake, if it's something that they want to do? Anthony, how can other companies get
it? We actually just set up a Venmo account to Tomey Group. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just set up a Venmo for Tomey Group, and it's Tomey Group LLC, and you can just you can Venmo. They can come down to the event. We're going to have a donation thing there for anyone that wants to buy or purchase for the first responders. And what happened there? We can bring checks, cash, but we have set up a Venmo. So LLC Venmo, and businesses are able to from $5, $10, $20, $100. Whatever people want to do, we're going to make it happen and deliver all food to all the first responders.
Yeah. You know what I love about what's been happening as we've all been going through COVID right now is I love the idea that donations, it used to be when people asked for donations, it was, you got a card and, $500 a ticket, $250 a ticket. And I love how right now it's kind of like, hey, if you can give $1, give $1. If you can give a quarter, give a quarter. It really hits the masses so everybody can feel like they are giving something. Because really, I remember growing up, always hearing my parents say, every penny counts. And it's times like this when it really is true. Every penny counts. And so I love, Anthony, that you're talking about, it doesn't matter what the dollar amount is, if you want to give, whatever is fulfilling to you, even if it's a penny, a quarter, a nickel, $1, a $5, then you can feel like you're giving back when maybe you feel like you can't in other ways. So let me ask you, any thoughts on that, fellas?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think 100%. I think that the big difference, now when we all understand the pandemic being we're all in this together, you know what I'm saying, for the last 2 months, when I say how you been doing or what have you been doing, we can relate to it. So I think every little bit, because if I have a little bit of extra, I know somebody out there needs it. And
100%.
So I commend Anthony and the Tomey Group and Jimmy John's, iHeartRadio, everybody for realizing this and actually moving forward on it, because it allows other people who are busy teaching their kids school or changing all their roles. It gives them something less to think about, but they can still help. So I think it's great.
Right. Go ahead, Mikey.
Another thing is a lot of times people will see, sponsorship proposal packages or donations starting at $100 or $50 or $250 or whatever, and just feel like, wow, I wish I could do that, but I can't right now. But these days, it just, and with opportunities like this, it just really feels like, wow. I was able to give my change, which is $5.75, and it made me feel good. And they don't feel intimidated by having to come up with some base amount of money or whatever. So,
yeah,
it does, and it all adds up. And I think the world's showing that we can do this and donate whatever, and it really starts adding up.
Yeah, I hope, and I'd love your guys' opinion on how this is going to change the face of philanthropy. And what I mean by that is, based on what we've just been talking about, it's always, I think sometimes people get the feel that in order to be philanthropic, I have to donate a ton of money. Charities are going to have to, I think, restructure how they're looking at things in general. And I hope as we come out of this, that philanthropy is looked at as a lemonade stand giving to charity, the $5 that they earn carries just as much fulfillment and weight as somebody donating, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
Sure.
So, yeah.
One word: perspective.
Yeah.
I hope we all come out of here with a better perspective of not only what's important individually for us and our families, but for us as humanity, as human beings, to how to treat each other. And I think that, being cooped up and sort of introverted and isolated a little more, maybe we appreciate the people that we come into contact with, from the person at our gas station to the corner store to our Jimmy John's people to whoever else, and what we do with our money. So I think it's a great point, but it's perspective, I hope.
Yeah. And on that same note, Darren, I also think that we all have a higher level of consciousness of the work that the people at the grocery store, all of those front lines are doing, right? Those are, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, name one and the appreciation, you hear for teachers, for the ones that are risking their lives, for the ones that are, behind the scenes risking their lives, the old ladies that I see who's on her retirement working at Walmart, and it's something that and it's just humanity. I think if we just take a step back in perspective and appreciate each other a little more, it'd be a better place.
Yeah. Amen to that. All right, fellas. Well, Anthony, are you good? Are you frozen, or can we hear you?
That's a great vote. That's a great vote right there.
Delay in the Tomey.
Well, let me ask you guys in closing. So the event is all day. Is tomorrow, right? So give kind of the details on May 21st.
11 a.m. to 3 p.m. At the Jimmy John's in Campus Martius, which is located in the CompuWare building. The address is 95 Monroe Street. And we'll be there from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., as I mentioned. And first responders, frontline employees can call, order food, can come down and pick it up, show their, ID, their hospital ID, badge, whatever. And we'll be happy to hook them and their staff up with food and with Jimmy John sandwiches. So that's pretty much it.
You guys are great.
Pretty much, if you come down to the Jimmy John's place, you're going to see more guys. If you order in, you might get a special delivery. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, good. I love it. All right, so this, in closing, guys, first off, thank you for what you guys are doing and how you are, bringing all of these, just great-hearted people together. But in closing, biggest lesson that you have learned about yourself through COVID?
Oh, I have an introvert side. Go figure, right? And I actually learned to embrace it. So
all right, good.
I just storing up, but that's what I learned.
All right, good. Mikey, how about you?
I've learned to love my house a lot more and to be more cautious on spending money and just being very safe. Very safe. So
I love it. All right, Anthony, you're back. I think.
He's in sight.
Right, he's kind of in sight. Anthony, can you hear us?
He's so freaky fast, bro. It can't keep up to him. So He's already making the sandwiches.
He's got to take his phone off mute if you can hear us. Well, guys, hopefully he'll come I really appreciate.
Very vocal tomorrow.
Yeah, and I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Thanks for giving back. I think it's so important, and all three of you and your entire team behind you are great examples of the importance of giving back and just the love of a city. So I love what you were talking about Detroit. So I wish you all the best tomorrow. And again, Tomey Group LLC, if people want to donate via Venmo, and I appreciate you guys. Anything?
Make sure you check out Darren McCarty's podcast, Grind Time Podcast.
Okay.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, there we go. Grind.
Never a dull moment.
All right,
there
good.
it is, baby.
All right, there we go. Good.
Thanks, John.
Any other additional promotion we want to do for today?
Don't get me started.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks so
We're
much.
good. Just make sure tomorrow show
Tomorrow.
up. You don't know
That's
who you're
all
going
we
to
want.
get to see.
All right, cool. Guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Take care, guys. Thanks a lot.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, Anthony, you there? You there?